Thank you so much for joining us today. I have Renae Cobb here with me, and she's been with the Body Firm for about a year and a half now. Is doing all the good, none of the bad. She's worked with a couple of different coaches, and three coaches. That's awesome.
Four if you count the first day with Dave.
Yeah, exactly. So she is such a proponent for fitness and just living a fit and healthy lifestyle, and I just think she's inspirational and.
I try to inspire myself. I don't really do it for other people.
No pressure. She definitely is the queen of consistency, which I really appreciate because one of our mottos here is just show up. And Renae, you really just show up. So I just kind of want to talk to you about your why. What inspires you? What motivates you? What gets you in here every day?
Well, I just try to keep a routine. I think for me, if you get off track with your routine, then that just makes it 10 times harder to come back. And the other thing, too, I think for me is, I wake up every morning and I don't know if it's going to be a good day until after I come in. And then I'm like, I'm awake. I've got some endorphins flowing. My body feels better. So I think, just knowing that that's what's going to happen every time I come in gets me to come in every day. And that's not always easy. I don't always have a motivation. Sometimes it's just that I'm just determined that I'm going to do it. That's one of the things about me that you probably noticed. If you say do 20, I'm going to do 20.
Oh,
if you say do 10 to 20, I'm going to do 20.
Exactly.
But I think it's good, too, because I know I do other workouts outside of this gym. So what I come here for is more strength training and for some of the injuries that I have, how to work around those injuries. And I think you guys do a great job of that, too, because that's one of the things that it's my body, but I don't know how to work around my shoulder or my knee or whatever is going on. So I think when I share that with you, then you're like, okay, well, let's modify it. It's nice to know that you can still work out even if you have injuries.
Absolutely.
Which I think a lot of people use as a reason not to come and work out.
Absolutely.
So not me. And then I think the other thing, too, working out in a smaller gym where you feel like you have people that come up and show up every day and you're kind of part of that little network or that little gym family, as we call it.
Yeah.
I think that's good, too, because when you're around like-minded people who are here for the same basic reasons, we all have other reasons, but there's a basic reason that we all share, which is to be fit, to feel good, to improve something about ourselves that we need to work on. So I think that it's good to be around people who share that, because on the days that you're not strong, sometimes those people will help you find that motivation. So that's the other part. I like working out at a smaller gym versus a big box gym because it's the motivations that can bring it.
Absolutely.
And there's a different focus and energy around it. So.
Oh, yeah. And who you're around really matters. I'm glad you touched on that because we talk about all the time, even in Dave's initial conversations with people, it's like, does your husband work out? Does your wife work out? Does your girlfriend work out? Who around you are also fit and active people because you need encouragement and motivation.
And that's the hardest part for me, too, I think, because I don't really know anybody outside of the people that I work out with at the gym that work out. I mean, the majority of my friends don't work out consistently. Like, I'm the person that motivates them outside of this gym.
I love that.
I'm like, well, I'm going to go do this today. And my husband sees me get up every morning early so that I can go to the gym. And he sees me in my midday exercise. And he sees me in my evening exercise. And he just, I think that that's encouraging to him, too, because then he feels like, well, if she can do this, then I should do something.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's that way at the gym, too. When you come in and you're just like, oh, I can't do it today, and then you see other people around you pushing themselves, you naturally rise to that level. I think that's the energy, too. So you're kind of encouraging others, and I'm never here to compete against anybody. I'm only competing against what I did the day before.
That's right.
That's personally, for me, it's never about anybody else, what I'm giving or getting. It's more about what I'm doing for myself every time that I come into the gym. And I'm not going to waste my time and money, so I try to give it 110% when I come in, which again, isn't always easy when I don't feel it.
You do, though. So. You bring it, girl.
Yeah, I try. So, and I think, too, the other thing to keep in mind, it's not the pounds on the scale. It's not the inches that you lose. A lot of it is mentally how you feel.
Oh,
and if you get in the right frame of mind, then those other things will come. I got stuck on the scale for a really long time. And what I realized is that, you don't see the shift of leaning your body up because you're building more muscle that way more. So you're not going to see those pounds falling off the scale as quickly. It's slow and dedicated progress. Like I came in here with a goal. It's like in 6 months I want to be here, and you kind of set yourself up for failure if that's all you focus on.
Sure.
There are other components I think to that. you come in and you realize, oh, like I really could work on my nutrition, even though I think my nutrition is decent, it could be better. So that's also part of what you get here. It's kind of the full scale, and I think you guys see where we don't push ourselves, and you push us a little further, or you always give us those little reminders, or there's other things that you offer us here other than just how much weight you should be lifting, or what day of the you're going to come into the gym. So I think that it's kind of like a full scale support system, I guess.
I love
in
that.
addition
Yeah.
to just the workout that you're getting. That yeah, I'm paying you to be my trainer, but that's not necessarily all that we focus on. It's a lot of other things, and it's just, I guess, helping with accountability, and that comes in more forms than just, again, the workout itself. It's making sure that you show up, and mentally you're always better at the end of your workout than you are at the beginning. And I can't say anybody comes in and feels worse after they work out mentally.
I love that.
So, yeah. Actually, an early side, can trick myself into getting here before I can tell myself no. So
Perfect.
that's the other thing too. So, yeah.
Well, and that's another thing. Like with you make sure and get this workout in first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Because life happens.
Yeah.
And
I may not get my other workouts in.
That's right.
I always try, but that's not always my choice. So every day, if I can come in and at least do this workout, and I do it at 110%, whatever I have to give that day, which varies from day to day, then I always feel better, and that sets my tone for the rest of the day. And people, I think everybody wants to sleep. I'd like to sleep more than 5 hours, but that's not always a choice.
Details.
Yeah, who needs sleep? But I think too that's the other thing, and that's the routine that I've established, because I know if I at least come in every morning, then that I will have on my plate for the rest of the day, and it does. It changes your whole mindset. It changes the endorphins, changes the way that your body feels. It gives you a better start to having a better day, whatever that day is going to hold. So,
well, you definitely give it 110% every single time you walk in that door. So, thank you so much for standing here with me. I was going to say for sitting down with me
with my best
pre-workout glow.
Yeah, exactly.
So now we're going to go get it on. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions for Renae, I'm sure she would be available to ask just in the comments.
And I'm always here if you want to come and ask me.
Drop by and work out with us at 7 a.m. Thank you so much. Thank you. We sincerely appreciate you, and we're just excited.